Understanding ocean currents and their movement. Ocean currents are large-scale movements of seawater that flow continuously across the world's oceans. These currents are driven by various forces, including wind, Earth's rotation, and differences in water temperature and salinity. Ocean currents play a significant role in distributing heat and nutrients across the globe, impacting marine life and climate. Types of ocean currents: surface and deep. Ocean currents are typically classified into surface currents and deep water currents. Surface currents, which occur in the upper layers of the ocean, are mainly driven by wind and the Coriolis effect caused by Earth's rotation. Deep water currents, on the other hand, are driven by differences in water density, which result from variations in temperature and salinity. The Global Conveyor Belt System. The Global Conveyor Belt is a massive system of interconnected ocean currents that circulate warm and cold water across the planet. Also known as thermohaline circulation, this system moves warm surface water from the equator toward the poles, while cold, dense water flows back toward the equator deep below the surface, regulating global temperatures. Heat distribution and climate regulation. Ocean currents act as heat transporters, moving warm water from the equator toward the poles and cold water toward the equator. This movement balances temperatures worldwide, helping to warm colder regions and cool warmer ones. Regions like Europe, for example, benefit from the Gulf Stream, a warm current that moderates its climate despite its northern latitude. Influence on coastal and regional climates. Coastal regions are particularly affected by nearby ocean currents. Warm currents can raise temperatures in coastal areas, making them more temperate, while cold currents can have a cooling effect. For instance, California experiences cooler temperatures due to the California Current, a cold ocean current flowing along its coast. Impact on weather patterns and precipitation. Ocean currents influence not only temperatures but also weather patterns. Warm currents tend to increase evaporation, leading to higher humidity and precipitation in adjacent regions. In contrast, cold currents can suppress precipitation, contributing to drier conditions. This dynamic affects the formation of weather systems and seasonal patterns in different areas. Effects on marine ecosystems and biodiversity. By distributing nutrients and oxygen, ocean currents support marine ecosystems and biodiversity. Cold, nutrient-rich currents often bring essential nutrients to the surface, creating fertile areas for marine life. These areas become hotspots for fish and other species, supporting both biodiversity and local economies dependent on fishing. Ocean currents and climate change. Climate change affects ocean currents, potentially disrupting the global conveyor belt. Warming temperatures and melting ice introduce fresh water into the oceans, which can alter salinity and density-driven currents. If these currents slow down, it could lead to significant shifts in climate patterns, particularly in regions dependent on warm currents for temperate weather. The role of ocean currents in carbon sequestration. Ocean currents also play a role in the global carbon cycle, transporting dissolved carbon dioxide from surface waters to the deep ocean. This process, known as carbon sequestration, helps reduce atmospheric carbon levels and mitigate global warming. Healthy ocean currents are essential for maintaining this natural carbon storage system. Ocean currents as a key climate regulator. Ocean currents are crucial in maintaining Earth's climate balance. By transferring heat, influencing weather patterns, and supporting marine ecosystems, they serve as a natural climate regulator. Understanding and preserving these currents is vital as climate change threatens to disrupt their delicate balance, potentially impacting ecosystems and human life across the globe.